Hey, everybody. Document, it looks like we ran out of time. Ran out of time, but we're here. Let's see. Welcome to the second half of stream class today. Hopefully all my students are hopping in to talk a little bit about the 6 motivations or the 6 types of people who watch game streaming, game streamers or streamers in general. This is a little bit different than typically. This class is mainly held on Zoom, but occasionally we like to do some lectures on Twitch. For a game streaming class, it only seems natural to do a little bit of streaming in that class. We'll see how it goes. YOLO Swaggins, thanks for stopping by. If you're not in my class, you're welcome to hang out as well. Everybody is welcome, especially if you're participating in the discussion. Today we're going to talk about those 6 motivations or those reasons why people watch Twitch streams. So partly is if we can understand the psychology behind why people watch streams, then that helps us adjust our stream of how we actually stream and present information to people. Baxter 900, thanks for the greeting and salutation. And Sunny Girl, how are you doing? Droosters, hello to you. After that, after we talk about the 6 motivations, we're going to talk about setting up a Nightbot. Nightbots are very helpful. So you can do things like this. Set up commands. So if you wanted to shout out somebody like Sunny Girl, you could do something like that, and it will automatically set up a link and say, make sure to follow this person, or add your own little comment on there as well. Baxter 900, I get the feeling that I might as well just mod you as well. To help make sure that the chat is up on the up and up. There we go. I think I did it. All right. So I think everyone's rolling in. If you wouldn't mind, everyone in my class, if you could just spam the chat with I'm here or something like that, so I can see, make sure that it's, most of you are here before we start the lecture. This is one of the decisions I have to make as a professor. Do I hold classes live where the VODs can be created where people don't have to be there live? That's just par for the course. Claire in the chair, how are you doing? All right, you exist. Drewster 12333 is here as well. Cade, all right. The Hunt 77, Kaus Phoenix. I love all these names, and of course, do never forget YOLO Swaggin 70. They have arrived as well. Okay, so we'll just get started with our chat today in Game Streaming 101 here. We'll call it that. So in stream class today, like I talked about, who's watching your streams? I'm going to chat a little bit about that. And then, of course, talking about stream bots, Nightbot, protecting yourself from bots. I've been attacked all over the place this week by the infamous Hossbot. If you're not familiar with the Hossbot, we'll talk about that. Ziggy Zeggy. Anyone in here, I just like to shout out for fun. Go follow Ziggy Zeggy. Okay, here we go. And Drewster. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Let's begin the lecture, and I'm hoping everyone will kind of chime in on this as well, like we said. But we're gonna talk about. Let's see. Let me get this up here really quick. We'll talk about the six type of streamers, or sorry, watchers. So I'm gonna add it right here. So there are 6 types of streamers. I'm gonna mention them all first, and then we're gonna talk about the description of each one. For the first one we're gonna talk about is aspirational. After that, it's educational. People watch for entertainment. And I would actually love, after we talk about these 6 types, if anyone agrees or disagrees with the assessment here. Fourth is inspirational. After that is community. And sixth and final is ambiance. So we're going to talk a little bit about all of these. So first of all, aspirational. Anyone in the chat, when we're talking about aspirational as a motivation to watch somebody on Twitch or on any kind of platform, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to view something and be aspired or aspirational as a motivation? And there is a lag in the chat, so I do have to wait a moment. I should adjust it. Does anybody know, just right off the bat, if you can change like your stream lag while you're midstream? What does it mean to view a streamer and have aspirational motivations? With the Nightbot, I can. Okay. So you can adjust your latency, but I'd have to adjust my stream. So Ziggy Zaggy says, watching someone that is trying to create a brand or has community goals, ? They make you want to take up streaming as well. I like that one. That's a really good one. I have my list of things. I'm going to copy. To watch someone that has content you enjoy and you would like to create your own someday. So I like that. So there's a running joke I always had growing up. And maybe you've heard this before, that there are two kinds of people in this world. There are only two. There are those who want to be like me, and there are those who want to be me. Right? So true. So when you watch a streamer that you aspire to, you want to be like them or do what they're doing. Right? So aspirational means exactly that. Photo Rooney redeemed hydrate. Now I'm forced to hydrate. So Ziggy Zaggy, I think, yeah, watching someone that's trying to create a brand or has community goals, I think that would work for aspirational, especially if you're trying to create a brand like they are or learn from them. But that could even be educational. So my question for you all, I would love to hear your opinions. Who are some streamers that you watch that you have aspirational tendencies for? Shroud? Okay, let's put that Shroud. We'll add that one. So tell me about Shroud. What does he do that makes you want to be like him? So just really good at games. So that's a good one. You aspire to play games as well as he does. He puts on quite the show. So showmanship. So that's Shroud. Anybody else? So do you watch? So let me ask everybody this: when you watch Shroud, do you watch him because it's entertaining, or do you want to be like him? Do you wish you were similar to that person sitting in the other seat? I watch him because he's entertaining and literally good at everything. So Drewster, not to argue with you, but when we get down to entertainment, we may have to put him more in that category. Are there any artists here? Are there any artists you watch and you want to be like an artist, or anyone else you want to be like? I think as far as aspirational goes, I think definitely people want to be as good as he is. Zeggy says Webster Duck, who happens to be a Utah streamer as well. Overall, they have a slower pace and know how to communicate personal life experiences in a personal way. We'll put them on here. We'll give them a shout out. Local streamer. Like a chill pace. So it's a chill stream. So what do you like, YOLO Swaggins, what do you like about static mesh? Interesting art style. Impressive artistic talent. That's good. I love that. So those are really good examples. Okay, so we'll hang on to that one for a minute as we move on down the line here. Let's talk about educational. What do you think it means when you watch a streamer for educational purposes? And how would that differ from aspirational? And you could also say what type of genres do these people watch? You can learn new content. I'm just going to write that down. Or things, right? I'm going to change this. I'm going to update this so it all fits. I like that from Sunny. Just to learn and not recreate as a monetary influencer gain. Yeah, so just to learn. So literal educational lectures could be one of them. Oops. For example, one that we Jose Zagal. So he's literally a professor here at the University of Utah who streams his ethics in games and his other educational content. And I know it's students often watch that, but many students come who are not his official students just to learn that content. So what are some other genres? How about DIY streams? Are those a thing? Clarinet Chair says ethics was so fun because it's informative. You're learning something. It's exciting. Yeah, Professor Ashley would be there. Let's let's give a shout out to all of our all of our U of U professors that stream, because there aren't a lot of them, but we have to stick together. And of course, 3D Mentor. Are any of you familiar with that clown? Drewster just chimed in. Professor Ashley is amazing. I 100% agree. So what makes Professor Ashley amazing with her educational content? And why is Twitch a good format for that? Or even streaming in general? So Claire in the chair says no, but I should because I need more 3D stuff. Yeah. So for any of you that want to get more into 3D art, 3D Mentor, he used to stream a lot more, but he's online like pretty much all day Wednesdays. Zero Cool 1000, how are you doing, my friend? By the way, Zero Cool 1000, is that Shane? I don't want to. Just have to make sure. Yoloswagon says we can't forget Checkpoint Professor, but you're welcome to if you'd like to. Okay, and I'd also like to point out, I'm not going to say who it is, but we actually have somebody watching our stream right now from Square Enix in Japan. Okay. Claire in the chair says no, my Wednesday is my busiest day. I think he has VODs for that. Zero Cool, if you're just stopping by, we're going over a streaming class and we're talking about the reasons why people watch streamers. Okay, so yeah, so there's Jose Zagal. What other kind of stuff? Like we talked literally education. Yeah, I've never heard of Final Fantasy 14 or Kingdom Hearts. I think they're pretty niche games. Okay. So you've got DIY streams for education, PC building. What other kind of things do you have for educational? Really good. Would Shroud be educational or is he more aspirational? Let's ask that question. Cooking and baking? I like that. Yeah, Shroud would be more aspirational, right? He doesn't go over really the hows and what to do in those games, right? It's more like you learn by osmosis, not necessarily educational. I agree. Zero Cool, 100%. So cooking and baking, can anyone think of any other educational streams? There are software development streams. I think Twitch just barely added a new tag for game development. So there are game development a tag for that. A lot of fun stuff. Zero Cool says, I do like when Dr. Disbrick talks about level design and game design, map mapping, balancing, and mechanics, etc. It's rare though. Yeah. Art. Apparently I can't spell game development. We're just plugging in what everyone else is saying here. You are the teachers. A Bob Ross stream? We'll throw him on there. Yeah, because even though he's entertaining, he's very educational, right? It's awesome. Okay, so that's one. We've gone over two of the reasons why people watch streaming. Okay, so entertainment. I'm gonna copy one of these so we can get that. What does it mean when you watch a stream for entertainment? And we may have to add Shroud in again on this one. I mean, it seems like it should be pretty straightforward, but it is one of the 6 Motivations for people watching a stream. What makes a stream entertaining? Sunny Girl, that's great. Funny. Personality. Content that you're interested in. So what are some streams you watch for entertainment? Solely for entertainment. Let's hear some streamers. Showmanship, extra mile effort, like sound and effects. That's a good one, Zero Cool. So presentation. I'd even say presentation and polish, right? Presentation and polished content. Reactions. Zero Cool says Premiere Tool. Premiere 2. H3 podcast. Totally misspelling that. Noel Miller. He does stand-up in real life, so his streaming is funny and entertaining. Okay. We'll write that one down. Premiere 2. I'm going to write that down. These are all some we'll have to check out. So they're funny. They have more of a... They're built around entertainment and making people like having amusing content, right? And we find that more and more with live streaming in general is becoming a little bit more high production value. Would you say entertainment would be a higher production value, or does it matter? I'll say higher production value sometimes. So from past classes, when it comes to entertainment streamers, funny you should say that, Zero Cool, is the names that have come up are Ludwig, Maximilian, and like Salty Bets, right? Production value does not matter. I'm with you on that one. And they even say to some extent VTubers are built around entertainment. Yeah, Maximilian Dude. He's one that comes up for entertainment. So we had aspirational as the first one. So those are people you aspire to either be like or be do what they are doing. How does that compare with inspirational, which is the next one? Which is the fourth, I believe, the fourth motivation to watch somebody. Yola Swaggin say they make you want to do something in life, not just online. You're not wrong. So it's motivation to do something. Zero Cool 1000 says, I don't know any inspirational streamers. Maybe Raymond Cripps, since he's making his game. Okay. Game making. So one of the other ones that the previous students have mentioned is they actually mentioned Maximilian from Inspirational because he's a proponent for helping others and building up other games, right? Mr. Beast donates, gives to charity, does good things, and has challenge videos. Zero Cool says Ethan Becker. 70. Make Zero Cool 1000 want to make art. You're inspired to do something. So a lot of them kind of have blends. Can you think of any other ones that kind of are inspirational? Motivate you to do something or be better? YOLO Swaggin says dermatologists make you want to be one. Let's talk about this. They make you want to pop zits, right? Blackheads specifically. And maybe I'm completely wrong on that. How do they inspire you? Seeing their Q&A streams? That's cool. So needless to say, the number four reason why people watch Twitch streamers is to be inspired. To do something that you don't know how to do, or to be impressed by something they do and make you want to do it. Yola Swaggin says, yes, they also are very interested in the way they know about different skin-related medications and other interactions like chemistry in general. That's awesome. Okay, for the fifth motivation is community. How does a community make you want to watch a streamer? Claire in the chair says, Dr. Pimple Popper videos freak me out, but popping pimples IRL is so satisfying and super. It's like a tongue twister too. Yeah, the beautiful thing about pimple popping videos is you can just smell them right through the screen. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, next, community. Let's chat about community. So Zero Cool says, I think community helps people to show up and be a part of the channel. Oh, continuously show up and be part of the channel. I like that. So to rephrase it, so the people that show up feel like they are a part of something, not just a spectator, right? They feel involved. Clan in the chair says COVID has made social stuff a lot harder for people, so building an online community can help make up for that. Zero Cool says, my friend at Premiere 2 has been doing that and growing fast because he just wants to interact with his chat and play games with them. Yeah, that's a huge thing with game streaming in general. Some of the feedback. So it's a cool way to chat with people you have things in common with. I'm gonna add this one too because of that same thing Zero Cool is talking about, but it really taps into the tribal nature of being human. So, since we're mentioning community, Zero Cool already mentioned once again Premiere 2. What does Premiere 2 do to promote that community? You mentioned playing games and wanting to chat with people, but how does that streamer build that community, Zero Cool? Like, what do you think that community feels when they go there to watch? Or for anybody else in the chat, what are some, I know that most streamers are community driven, but what streamers can you think of that are just exceptional at making their streamers feel like they're a part of a community and building that up? And while we're at it, let's talk about communities can go either way, right? You've got toxic communities versus healthy communities. Zero Cool says cross markets, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Has Saturday night game night where viewers choose a game and they play. Has challenges that reward viewers. I like that. So we mentioned that reward viewers for showing up. So it sounds like real community involvement. Oops. Shouts out everybody who visits. Always reads and reacts to chat. I like that one. That's huge to build that community. So that sounds so like somebody who's building up a healthy community. Can you think of any streamers with toxic communities? But people still go there and it's not crazy. I'm just curious, would Dr. Disrespect have a healthy or a toxic community? So Zero Cool says, I like the doc. But why do you like the doc? What about the like? So Sunny Girl says toxic. So, you know, everybody has different likes and dislikes. Everyone has different motivations. Some members may like to go to those healthy feel-good communities, and some people, you know, a little bit masochistic and like to go visit the doc like Zero Cool. So Zero Cool says his production values and entertainment are through the roof. I can't watch boring people just play a game. Waste of time. That sounds very... So that might move him up to this entertainment category, right? All right, my friend. So let's move on to the sixth and final motivation for why people watch streamers or game streams. And that is ambience or ambience or ambiance. I'm from Utah. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But what does it mean? What does it mean to watch a stream for the ambiance? Why would you do that? And what are some streams you can think of that you go for the ambience? Relaxing? I like that one. People who are shiny hunting Pokemon. I'm not sure what that is, but I'll put it down there. Shiny Pokemon hunters? I would love to hear. I'd love some elaboration on that. Yola Swaggin says, I can't think of streamers for ambiance. We'll try. Zero Cool, that's perfect. It says background noise. Zero Cool, when would it be nice to have some background noise and watch a streamer that you don't have to pay attention to? Oh my gosh. Claire in a chair says they reload the game hundreds of times until the Pokemon is shiny. While working. Yes! Sometimes you need that background noise while you're working. I hear about that all the time. So sometimes there are music live streams. Maybe even social eating. Oh my gosh. Claire in the chair says a shiny Pokemon has a different color palette and has about a 1 in 4,096 chance of spawning. The rates depend on the game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess that sounds like that's a new ambient genre. Yola Swaggin says, I have very severe ADHD and it is very debilitating. I really do need the background sound to do like anything. Yola Swaggins, you're not alone. You are not alone. It's pretty common. I think a lot of game developers have that as well. So usually, Zero Cool, feel free to correct me, but usually most game developers kind of have a third monitor with a movie or something going on that they have probably even seen 3 or 4 times, so that they can just have that on the background while they work. Yola Swaggin says, makes it easier. I just rewatch Community over and over and over. So ambiance, yeah. So you have like social eating. You know, some students have mentioned cooking, mukbangs. I don't know if this counts, but ASMR might count, I guess. Zero Cool 1000 says, yeah, that's what's happening right now. Am I your ambiance, Zero Cool? Yolo Swaggin 70 says, maybe I will look into streamers for background noise. Can anyone think of any ambient background streamer that they use for noise? I actually use art streams a lot. because usually the stuff they're going through it's slower than an art tutorial. And sometimes they're just talking about other artists and doing portfolio reviews or other things that there's not a lot of requirement for you to pay strict attention to. As Zero Cool says, I'm trying to participate. That's awesome. So some of the ones people have talked about, like, honestly, we've talked about this, Jif peanut butter. There's that stream that only has a jar of Jif. That seems like that would definitely be an ambient stream. What about some of the students have mentioned, like the sea otters? Like there's a stream with just sea otters swimming around. I don't know who this is, but someone mentioned Mommy T and Fish Plays. Hyperthread says white noise or brown noise. I've been using that a lot. Feels like I'm on a plane. Yeah. Fan Hots. Not sure what that is. Is that ambient? Yeah. So there's a number of reasons. I know so many people that like play it for just strict background noise. So that's awesome. So really quick recap of the 6 motivations for why people watch streamers, and tell me. So generally, we'd be able to categorize any streamer based on your tastes. So a lot of streamers might fill all 6 of these categories, but typically they have one that is the strongest, right? So once again, we have aspirational. So these type of streamers, you want to either be like them or you want to do what they do, because they make you aspire to be something better. Or that's more inspirational, but you want to aspire to be like them, for better or for worse, I guess that would be, because like someone like Doc, maybe you want to have his production value, and maybe you want to grow just this super toxic group of 12-year-old teenagers to do anything you want. Educational, strictly for you go there to learn something specific. Those could be art streams like we talked about. Art streams could be, of course, ambient or educational. A lot of times they have step-by-step. They teach you exactly what you want to do. Literally, and like for entertainment as well. Entertainment, you strictly watch for entertainment because you think it's funny, or you're amused or genuinely entertained. Inspirational, once again, you're motivated to do something. So it's similar to aspirational, but inspirational like inspires you, like, or even gives you that like desire to be something or do something, right? Community, you feel like you're a part of something. That's one of the beautiful things about Twitch, is a lot of people will actually go to participate with the chat and the community, and many times just ignore the person streaming altogether because of that community they build, that engagement that happens in the chat. And then once again, ambience is just something that gives you that background noise and comfort that kind of fulfills that like tendency we have to just watch a fire burn, right? Baxter 900, my computer crashed. I hope I didn't miss anything important in the last few minutes. Trust me, you didn't. You didn't. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about the 6 motivations? So my hope is that as we study these, I'll put all the information up on Canvas. But as you are finishing your 10 streams, and we begin our next 10 streams in a week or so, that we'll look back on these and kind of think that what is the audience that we're trying to cultivate? And if we can understand why our community is coming to visit our channel, we can cater our program, our content towards that. You know, it's if you're just incredibly good at League of Legends, and you find that people are coming to watch you because they aspire to be as good as you are, or they're coming to learn something and it's educational. right? You would change the way your content is built around it, especially if you're doing an art stream and you notice a lot of people stopping by, but maybe there isn't a lot of chat going. Maybe you realize that, oh, as an art stream, I could be a lot more educational, and maybe I'll talk about what supplies I'm using or what I'm doing, and cater towards being more instructive in the things I do, right? Just out of curiosity, anyone here hanging out in the chat, whether you're in the class or not, do any of these? Just feel free to spit it out in the chat. What kind of and let's see if everyone can just kind of chat at once. What kind of viewer would you like visiting your channel? Of these 6, what are you kind of geared towards? Zero Cool says edutainment. I like that. Yola Swaggin says community or entertainment. Claire in a chair says community. Sunny Girl, it says education/community. And that's it. That's as many as are watching. So my question for you is after kind of reviewing these motivations for watching a stream, does that make you think differently about how you'll stream tomorrow? Zero Cool 1000 says, do you feel like you need to be hitting more than one of these? Seems like pairing makes it stronger. I kind of agree. I think kind of pairing actually it does, because I think for most streams, there probably is a primary and secondary motivation, right? They definitely all have some overlap. Claire in a chair says, depends on what I can decide to stream. So is your rule, you want to do something completely different. Have you done a cooking stream yet? Claire in a chair, I would say either cooking or a mukbang. They both relate to food. Sunny Girl says, I'm planning on one. That's awesome. That's fun. And if you do a mukbang, it needs to be like a plate like the size of a beach ball of like spicy noodles. Or like a huge plate of tater tots with like cheese sauce on them. Okay. There we go. Yola Swaggin says, I sort of want to be able to teach people about what lab related things I'm doing, but I either don't know how to explain what I'm doing or it's busy in the lab, so in-depth can be hard to do. Clarity Chair says, fun landlord won't respond to our text. You could do a stream of just you trying to text the landlord, or you fix the oven yourself using like MacGyver it, using some duct tape and a paper clip. That would be entertaining. Okay, here we go. So let's talk a little bit about commands and stream bots, and a little bit about how to protect yourself from bots. So first of all, what is a... See if anyone has any answers. What is a bot? What is a stream bot or a Twitch bot? We'll just stick it to Twitch because that's what we're on. So just to keep things moving, they are programs that perform simple tasks. Yola Swaggin says an automated system. Yep, pretty much. Okay, so this is a little bit unscripted, but I had somebody in my chat a couple days ago. One of my students asked how to do commands in the chat. So if you notice, if anyone wants to, I don't know how many commands I have, but you can do like command YouTube, command Twitter. What I even have one that is command pit. If anyone wants to hit some of those. So when I'm playing a game like Mario Maker and I fall into a pit, someone will do command pit. And now apparently they've done it 28 times and it pops up, Nightbot pops up and said, I've fallen in a pit. I've fallen in a pit now over 28 times. So Baxter 900 says, come on guys, I know some of you were curious about bots during the breakout rooms. Yeah, so bots will help you moderate your chat. They'll basically they can respond to your chat. There's some new ones I was learning to. They just help you do things easier on your channel. A lot of it is sharing information with your community, like command at YouTube and all that stuff. So today, really quick, we have a little bit of time. We are going to go through the process. Now I've fallen in the pit 29 times, which is a lie because I didn't fall in it. Nightbot is the bot that I'm familiar with. And so we're going to go over how to install Nightbot fresh on a new Twitch channel. So what I've done in Twitch is I just created a new channel right before class called the Blender Noob Show. It's my buddy Mike and I do a stream on YouTube twice a month. But I think now that I went and created this, we're just gonna do it on Twitch now because I think more people will find us. But really quickly, we're gonna set up a Nightbot for that. So I haven't done this for a while. I'm hoping Baxter 900 will help me follow through this of how to do it. But really simply, to start out, we are just going to Google Nightbot. And there are a number of bots. You don't have to use Nightbot specifically. It used to be that you had to like download an app and actually install something, but now a lot of them are web-based, which just makes life a lot easier. Warp World is another one I use specifically for Mario Maker because it'll keep track of all the codes for all the levels I'm playing for me. And so there are different ones. I forgot I had that one as well. But let's crack open Nightbot. So if you go to https nightbot.tv is where you can find Nightbot. And so I need to create a new Nightbot. So let's sign up. So we're going to sign up. I'm just going to log in with Twitch. Since I'm already logged into the Blender Noobs Twitch channel, I can just log in with Twitch. It'll make life easier. I'm going to select that. It'll pop up, Nightbot wants to access your account. This is the step-by-step. I'm going through the whole process. Baxter 900 says it's been years since I've actually messed with Nightbot. I'm sure the interface has totally changed since then. We'll find out. It's one of those things where you do it once and you kind of have it set, which is a lot of the streaming stuff. So this says Nightbot wants to access your account, Blender 3D Noobs. If it's not you, log out. So they will run, apparently they can run commercials on your channel, manage your channel's broadcast configuration, manage your channel's points, custom rewards, and other redemption on your channel. Basically, they can do a lot of stuff. This is similar to if you sign into other apps like on your phone where it says, basically we have control of your contact list, etc. But we are just going to go through here, definitely read everything when you sign up for it, but we're going to click authorize on that bad boy. And then right now it pops up your Nightbot webpage right here. This is where you control everything. And so immediately what I need to do is I need to figure out how to do this. I thought there would be some kind of like setup here, but I don't see it. So dashboard, I'm going to click on this caret up here. So now I've got to figure out how to set up Nightbot. Join a channel. Okay, so I clicked on join channel. Okay, we're figuring this out together, my friends. Together. So this says next steps to join a channel. I need to join the Blender 3D Noobs channel. So it says next steps, ensure that you have modded Nightbot in the channel. If Nightbot is not a moderator, it cannot function properly. Head to your Twitch channel and type / mod Nightbot in the chat. So to make this easy, I'm just going to copy this, hit Control C, go back to my Twitch channel, and right here in the, I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm going to shrink myself down. I don't need to be this large. Oh, there we go. I will shrink myself down in the corner. Okay, so now you can see on the chat. Right here in my chat, I'm going to click / mod Nightbot. So I've now made Nightbot a moderator. Baxter900 is saying, click join channel. Thank you, my friend. I'm a little slow to the uptake when it gets this late at night with this channel, but I'm not going to lie. I think we've just installed Nightbot. So I've joined the channel. I modded Nightbot. So here, if we look at our commands, there are a whole bunch of default commands. So if you click on you've got your dashboard that shows what's going, it'll actually look for all your top chatters. It'll share top commands that your chat is using, and it'll actually give you a lot of information about your chat here in Nightbot. Here in the dashboard, the first little drop down here is commands. I'm going to click that. I'm going to select default. You've got custom and you've got default. I'm going to check it out. I shouldn't have any custom yet because I haven't added any of my own. But if I look on default, you can see these are commands that come automatically with Nightbot. So here you see exclamation commands, commercial, filters. You can disable these right here if you want to, but you can also edit them and look at how they function. By default, you might not be able to. So we're going to look at some of these. So if I go back to Twitch right now and type exclamation mark commands, theoretically, this should show me all the commands that I have available to me with my Nightbot. So I hit that, and if you look at that, it does a pop-up. So let's look at that. So Nightbot is already automatically connected to my channel. So for anyone who had a question about how to set up a Nightbot or a bot, I literally took 3 steps. 1, be logged into your channel already. 2, go to nightbot.tv and log in with that channel. And then 3, mod Nightbot in your chat. And if you do those 3 things, you now have access immediately to all of the Nightbot commands. So let's go through creating some custom ones, but let's see what we have. So right here, it'll give you a link. It says nightbot.tv/Blender 3D Noobs commands. And if I click that, this is what anyone in the chat would see, is it shows all the channel commands. For some reason, because I'm logged in, it's not really showing you anything for some reason. Maybe it only shows the custom ones. But that's it. So let's look really quick here. Some of my other commands, you had commercial, runs a commercial on your stream if your channel is eligible. These might be commands that I would have to make available to. They've got cooldowns. User level, you can adjust who gets to use these commands. So like commands is for everybody. I'm assuming commercial is only for the owner, right? So you don't want anybody in your chat to be able to run ads on your channel if you're an affiliate. That actually might be kind of funny and terrible if you allowed anyone in the chat to run ads. Game, !game. Everybody can use that. So that shows what game you're playing. Your polls, your songs, whatever song you're playing, your tags, title, and winner. So let's try and create a custom command. I haven't done this in a while. But let's click plus add a command. And so you can change the way these work. So here's one I don't have on my official one that I kind of might want to add is let's make a command here. So whenever anyone comes into your chat and types hi, we wanted to shoot off a message. So what do you think, chat? If someone said hello or hi in your channel, what would you want the Nightbot to respond? Maybe hello. Wait, welcome to the stream. That's what I was gonna say. YOLO Swaggins. We're like twins. Totally copacetic. Oh, hi and username. Okay, I can't remember how to add that. So we want hi username, and we're gonna look this up really quick. And then we want to say welcome to the stream. So is this, you can use command variables to make dynamic responses. So I'm going to open this command variables in another chat, and this will actually give me the variable lists, right? So channel one, let's look for this. Channel user, there should be a user query. First argument gives the command more info to user. That might do it. I'm going to get rid of that. Or user. Name of the calling user. So will that, how do I look at that up? $ user. Okay. Let's try this out. So we want to say hi. I'm not a programmer, so bear with me. Hi $sign user. Welcome to the stream. We want everybody to use this, right? Cooldown is 5 seconds, so I guess you could say hi every 5 seconds. And no alias. So we're going to hit submit on that. Now let's test it out in our chat. Okay, so we type hi. Hi, Blender Noobs. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we've just gone how to use a dynamic greeting, right? So once you've got that one down, now I would probably do a command for every variation, like hello, howdy, what's up, and then it would respond dynamically. So if you're in a busy stream and someone hops in and says hi, it's kind of cool that your Nightbot already like immediately gives a salutation to that user. So that's kind of a fun one. But that's good to know, like the command variables, like we just looked at, kind of handy. So these are all the information that you can grab. Arguments, I'm not sure what that is. Channel, you can grab someone's channel. So usually on that one, $ channel, it'll give a shout. If you do a shout out to somebody. Sunny Girl user said didn't work on mine. Oh no. Did you do $ user? So it should have been like, and I don't know what'll happen if I type that in the chat. but it should have been like that. Didn't work on yours. That's strange. And you said hi in it. Did you mod your Nightbot? Arguments or anything after the command? Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, so let's look up really quick. What are some other popular commands? I'm going to look on mine really quick and see some of the other ones I have. Because I have a few custom ones. A lot of mine are showing like my Instagram, lurk. I'm trying to see what other ones I use except for some of the stuff you can do is I'm going to share some of them. Like you can ask how long you've been on Twitch. I'm going to do this one. We'll try this one, see if it works. Oh, this might take a second. Okay, so let's add a new command. This one is going to be how long. How long somebody's been following you on Twitch. Oh my goodness. That one's kind of long. Oh my gosh. Okay. To user. Oh wait. Okay, I'm not going to do that one. That one's too long, but I can share a lot of these with you all. Like you can find out how long somebody's been following you and repost that. If you say how long, Instagram, you can share your Instagram, your Twitter. So on this one, let's share the Twitter for the Blender noobs. And it could just be something like just sharing the Twitter message right there. User level anyone. So I'm going to grab my Twitter page. So just go straight to the Twitter, submit. And now if we test that out, do command Twitter, you can see right there, it sends the Nightbot, just gives that information immediately. Oh, Sunny Girl says I didn't put an exclamation mark in the front. Yeah, so I purposely didn't on that one specifically. You don't have to put exclamation mark in the front, but they're called commands because typically people don't put exclamation marks in the front of words, so that makes it safe for a command. Something like hi, basically whenever anyone says hi, that's going to go off. But those are like exceptions for things that people frequently say, whether it's hi, howdy, how's it going. You can make a custom response with your Nightbot, so it just feels extra special. Oh, so if you were to say latest argument, then that would be argument 1. So let me see, like for Pit. Oh, I've actually got more than I thought. So Pit, okay. So for shout outs too. Let's do the shout out one because that one's really popular. So with shout out, I usually just do command SO, and then you have to add the name of the of who you're shouting out. So if you did SO and then in the message, this is very generic, but be sure to follow hashtag. Or sorry, $2user at https semicolon whatever / www.twitch.tv / $. Sorry, I'm talking so slowly. To user. Okay, we'll try this out. So this should work. So now we hit submit on that bad boy. We're gonna go back to Twitch. If we wanted to shout out command shout out as command SO, and then we write soon ye girl in there, hit enter. You can see be sure to follow soon ye girl at, and then their address, right? So that's how we would code that really quickly in Nightbot to do exactly that. So really, there's so much more you can dive into with the bots, but that is just a really, like, it's not that complicated. And most of the commands, you don't have to create those on your own. There's a whole library of commands that all the streamers have kind of created, and you can adjust and change and edit those to whatever you want. So does anyone have any questions about setting up your Nightbot? This is a first for my class. I've actually never set up Nightbot for in this class before. And typically this would probably be something we do in the second or third 10 streams, but I think it's kind of cool to be able to set this up for everybody coming at the tail end of the first 10. Okay, so some things to do to help save yourself from if you get rated by bots. Yola Swaggin, you're welcome. I guess that puts us hopefully square in the educational category right here. Definitely not entertaining or inspirational or aspirational, but hopefully a little bit educational tonight in the Twitch streaming class. That's kind of my goal, is to explain a few things and hopefully expand our pure purview as far as understanding all things game streaming as we go on. But a lot of power in the Nightbot and that client. So going back to the Twitch stream here, a few things that you can do if you need help. You're being bot rated. So this happens a lot where people will send in bots to your channel, and many times they will say terrible things or do terrible things. I have one currently. The last time I was streaming, it's called the Haas bot is what it's called. And so it will follow you about 10 times, and then it will unfollow you after that. And it'll keep doing that every 15 minutes. With the goal of somebody in your chat or yourself clicking on that bot and going to its webpage, where it will then steal your information. So a lot of nefarious stuff going on. And so there are a few things you can do in Nightbot, as well as in actually, we'll go over some things in Nightbot in just a minute. But there are some Streamlabs have some built-in stuff, so you can actually disable that. But typically, if you notice like the hotspot or someone else is hopping into it, some of the things you can do really quick is like go into, let me see. You can go into follower only chat if you want to. There's also emote only chat if somebody's leaving bad messages. And I don't have it on here, but there's also a sub only. Sonny, you were talking about the start watch party. This is the tab to add that if you want to do a watch party with your friends. I think that's it. There should be one here. It's not on here yet, but sub. Oh, it's because I'm not affiliated, so I don't have subs yet. Clip that. There's a clip that, edit stream information, share channel, chat. Emote only, toggle follower only. Yep. So there we go. So one of the things that's really easy to do, if somebody does hop in, you can easily just hurry and flick it on to follower only chat. And that will mean whoever is just following you really quickly is not able to chat. You could also, one of the things I do is just hurry and time out or ban, especially with HOS. If you quickly ban or time out, that bot, it will ban everything from that IP, so nobody will be able to see it. So there's a number of things you can do really quickly. One thing that some people do, if you are affiliate is actually if you get rated by terrible people or something, you just quickly run some ads because you can even say, hold on a second, I need to run some ads, and it'll run a 60-second ad over those people and just piss them off, and they will leave, which is kind of funny. The follow bots, resetting the chat or disabling them, turning on the follow only mode for like 10 minutes will help dissuade them from coming. They won't be able to sit and follow you. And that's what the hotspots like to do. Clearing chat, running ads, going into sub only. Twitch, I think there was some news today that they just came out with some additional stuff to help you with that. Under Nightbot's command as well is you have different timers you can set up. So you notice how I've got Nightbot spamming every once in a while some comments. So either asking you to follow or sending you to the YouTube channel or to subscribe or sharing other information. You can set up this timer section to do that. So if we add one of those timers, you can leave like a name or social links or something on there. For example, I've got one on mine that it just says like follow for a name. Like if you did a follow that just says like what you see, follow me, follow Blender Noobs, follow Blender 3D Noobs, and be a part of our community. That's super lame. But to the point, right? So now it's set every 15 minutes. It's gonna post that in the chat. One of the things you can say is I only want it to post that if there are more than 2 lines of chat. So this is like if you're just starting out streaming and nobody is ever in your chat, right? Then you don't want this going off every 15 minutes like stacked. So you can adjust how many lines of text you want to happen before that will go off every 15 minutes. So every 15 minutes it will check, are there more than 2 lines of chat? If there are, it'll post that timer. If there aren't, it will wait till the next 15 minutes. So that is another additional thing you can add. So that now I have set a timer on there. Song requests, you also have spam protection. So you can blacklist words and phrases that you don't want people saying. For doxing, one of the things that some people will add in here is things like those blacklisted words and phrases. They will add like maybe their address or even their real name or things like that. So nobody who wants to dox you can come in and give that information. It'll actually catch it before they're able to. So that's a powerful tool to keep people from doxing you. Splitter says also Saribot is really good to use because it targets hosts. That is good to know. It goes and targets bots that have been reported and in a database of known bots. I need that one. I'm sick of the bots. Excessive caps. So it'll notice if people are using all caps frequently and will time them out as well. Excessive emotes, like if they're just spamming emotes for like pages and pages. Sharing links, you can actually have it people not be able to share links. Sunny Girl Haas is that bot that I was talking about that will follow you about 20 times. It's like Haas _ and then a different name over and over and over again. Splitter, exactly right. A hate raid bot known to take your info. Excessive symbols and repetitions. You could add other ones. My Nightbot can be a bit of a Nazi because I do family-friendly stuff. And so some of my chat gets frustrated when they can't type out things like cannonballs, which are a frequent part of like Mario Maker. And they're like, I can't type the stuff I'm wanting to, and I'm just kind of like, I'm sorry. So usually they find a unique way to say some things, but it's kind of interesting. Sunny Girl asks, can you add multiple different bots? You can. Back when I used Streamlabs also has a bot that works really well. Nightbot is a good bot. Like I said, I've got 2 Mario Maker level queue bots that queue up all my levels for me. So anybody watching my stream can just type !add and then their level code for the level they want to play. And my bots will keep track of all of my my levels that I'm going to play. And for example, if I want to play a random level that one of my community has added, if I have a long list, I can just do command random and it will pick one of those levels from the community and allow me to play it. Or if I just want to play a follower level or a sub level, it gives you a lot of options. Those bots are extremely powerful. Yola Swaggin says Nazi is not censored. Oh my goodness. That's good to know. My bot is not doing its job. So, any other questions or any other comments on bots? I think we could definitely go in extreme detail on this, but I at least hope that this is just a quick learning moment for those of you who have not used bots yet. And I appreciate anybody who is more familiar with using Twitch bots who's chimed in during this chat and has been helpful in sharing information. Yola Swaggin said, for super family friendly centered content, it should be. Yola Swaggin said, this is a nice intro. Yeah, hopefully it was helpful. And I'm excited to hop into your streams and test out some commands and see what y'all do with them. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. Once you learn the basics of it, it's actually pretty easy to enable and disable bot chats. All right, that being said, that ends our class for tonight. Everybody, keep working on the final 10 streams or the final few streams you have left for your 10 streams. If you're an undergrad, there's no homework this week. If you're a graduate, you're working on last week's. And definitely hit me up in either the Discord and if you have any questions in the class chat. And everybody have an awesome, awesome week.